This would have been my favorite segment if it wasn't for the fact that I completely screwed up the ending. But during my program with Mustafa Ali, excuse me, I had a match with Cedric Alexander, who's awesome. And then after the match, me and Ali were supposed to have a promo exchange. And this was the first time I had ever had a live mic in the ring on Monday Night Raw. I had cut
Mhm.
some promos for the crowd in Saudi Arabia. This was my first time in front of an American audience speaking live. And I was nervous because I didn't know how they were going to react to this kid who, for all intents and purposes, is just kind of a foreign star. And they were building to this foreign show. Plus, they wanted me to speak Arabic. And I'm a little bit of a pessimist. When I speak Arabic in front of an American crowd, I wonder, are they going to boo me? Are they going to be like, we don't want to hear this? Or are they going to go, what?
Mhm.
So I was kind of nervous about that too. So after the match, Ali comes out, he does his spiel, and I fire back, just super fired up. I'm like yelling at him, I'm screaming. The crowd's actually coming up. They're getting hot and they're getting fired up. And I was like, oh my God, I have him. This is great. And then it's time to cut to the Arabic part. And my Arabic is fine. I can read and write okay, but conversationally, it got very weak over time because
Mhm.
I
You're
didn't
not
really
doing
speak
it.
when I moved. Exactly. So I had lines in mind, but they got mixed up. And I say the first line, great. And then I got my words mixed up, and I was supposed to call Ali a coward, but I ended up calling him a word that is slang for alcoholic by accident. So I screamed that at him. And shockingly, the American crowd loves it. They're like, yeah, whatever he said. Of course, they don't know what I actually said.
Mhm.
All the Arab fans are going, oh my God, rolling their eyes. But, it is what it is. I still went to the back and people were like, hey, like I remember Sean Devari coming up to me and going, you were turning heads when you were cutting that promo. People didn't know that you could talk like that.
Mhm.
So I'm proud that I at least got to kind of change that perception of me. As far as what my overall favorite segment of all time is, I can't, people hated this, but I got to give it to the Maximum Male Models tennis fashion collection because it was so incredibly absurd. It was like a Lynchian moment. Like the fact that in a wrestling show, 6 minutes would be dedicated to two guys coming out in short shorts and polos, swinging around antique tennis rackets while tennis balls are stuffed down their pockets. I don't know. I think that's sort of absurd and surreal in an interesting way. As far as the match goes, I have to give it to. I mean, it was so long ago, but I still have to get it. And this was the match of my career. Me and Claudio Castagnoli, Cesaro at the time, at Crown Jewel, I think it was 2019. That was like my coming out party. It was like
Mhm.
that was the first time anybody had ever seen me in a singles match to a widespread degree. And of course, it's Claudio. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, and he was responsible for a lot, if not most of that. But still, people were looking at me different after that match, going, "Okay, this guy can go."
Mhm.
I also love the Mustafa match a few years later. That match is near and dear to my heart as well. I'm very proud of both of those matches.